Let's listen to this. And it's not because I think there's any veracity to this, because of course I'll easily defend it. It's such speculation, it's easy to wipe away. But it proves a great point that I've been saying about Matthew and the origin of Jesus all along. Let's listen.
While he's doing that, he uses a Jew. He quotes a lot of stuff that the Jews say. So we have Celsus's Jew. Now, this guy disappeared. We don't have his writing anymore, this pagan guy, because, Greco-Roman religion disappeared, so we don't have his writing. But because Origen answered him, Origen quotes a lot of his stuff. So Origen, in fact, a Christian church father, preserved those claims. And in that, there's a quote from the Jew, and the Jew explains what Jesus ben Pantera means. You're saying that this Jesus was born from a virgin woman? What are you talking about? We know that woman. She lived in the Galilee. And she had a son while she was engaged or married to this Joseph guy. She had a son outside of the marriage with this guy, with a Roman soldier named Pantera.
So basically, the speculation is as follows. We have a guy named Celsus who was a Greek philosopher, and he supposedly heard something from a single Jew, and he then wrote something down, and that all is lost. So we have a single Jew, speculation. His work, all lost, speculation. But then we have Origen, who took his work at the time, and then he took that work and he tried to get rid of the Christians and quell them and get rid of their authenticity. So obviously Origen had a stake in trying to quell Christianity, and therefore he might have fabricated this entire thing. And if he didn't fabricate it, again, it's based on work that's lost. We have no context. Plus, it's based on a single Jewish source. It's also based on a time where the Sanhedrin was in shambles, where the temple was just destroyed, where the Jews were trying to pick themselves up and restart. They had no time whatsoever to say anything about Christians. Also, at that time, the whole thing about the Gospels and the virgin birth and Christians wasn't well known anyway. Also, and further speculation is that it's not in any Jewish work. This is not repeated at all in the Talmud or the Mishnah or any other Jewish work or Medrash, anything else, anywhere else. So therefore, there's probably no veracity or authenticity to it whatsoever. Why do I bring it up? Because it authenticates the point that I make about Matthew. Because Matthew brings up the lineage of Jesus, and that's important because lineage goes by the father. It's trying to prove that Jesus was from David. It says that Joseph was betrothed to Mary. There's three ways the Talmud allows someone to be betrothed: through intimacy, through a contract, and through money. He did it through intimacy. The Romans at the time were not exactly very well behaved, and it is possible that they would take any young lady that they saw into their bed by force. This is what happened to Mary. Now, it's not written explicitly in Matthew, but this all makes sense given these allegations. So what happened was Joseph did not know whether the child was going to be his and a son of David, or it's going to be a child of a Gentile. The Spirit came to Joseph and said, by the way, Mary is pregnant, and don't worry, it's your child, and he is from the Davidic line. This little swirling allegations completely make sense, corroborates it. Any questions, let me know.